One Girl in All the World, a Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast where we recap each episode in order and discuss. I'm Ashley, Buffy super fan.
Kimmy, Buffy newbie.
You can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube, and Instagram with new episodes on Tuesdays. All right, have you seen any of the Buffy New Sunnydale stuff that's been posted around?
Not really. I just saw that they started shooting it, I guess, or
Yeah,
whatever.
they started shooting.
And I saw I know Buffy's in it, and they talk about the new, what is it, Riley?
Yeah,
That's all I know. That's the extent of my knowledge.
yeah. Yeah, they just showed a picture of Sam Michelle Gellar in this red power suit, which is interesting.
I did not see that. Okay.
It's this red power suit that's a skirt set and then red high heels, and I'm like, what is Buffy up to? I don't know. And then she was on the set another day, just on the set, not shooting.
Okay.
So it's happening.
Do you know when it's airing?
No, it's gonna be on Hulu, but probably next year.
Okay. Oh, next year. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, it'll be next year probably. Yeah. So very exciting stuff coming out now from the set. All right, but we are on the original right now.
I wanted to ask you about season 6, actually.
Okay.
So season 5 is your favorite.
Yes.
Where does season 6 fall in your line of favorites or whatever?
Season 6 is a hard one.
Okay.
For me to quantify because it has my all-time favorite episode.
Oh, that's right.
In it. It is very dark. There's a lot of question. It has my least favorite episode in it. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where it falls.
What's your least favorite season then? Let's go with that.
Probably the first season.
Okay. Yeah.
That's because, it's short and, things are still getting figured out and, except for Prophecy Girl and stuff. I mean, they're good episodes, but I rarely rewatch the first season.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. It changes day to day. So
okay.
I don't know.
Can you, before we go into your favorite episode, remind me when we're recording the episode before it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember that it's your favorite coming up.
Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah, don't you worry. It's 7. It's episode 7.
Oh, okay.
So
it's gonna be pretty
away.
soon. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but we're starting season 6, everybody.
Season 6.
We're here. We're at the grown-up era of Buffy. So we're in the different.
Well, I mean, so many people have died now, so we have to be grown-ups.
Yeah. A lot of people dying. Maybe more will die. Who knows?
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
assuming.
So we're starting with bargaining part 1,
which
is obviously one of the stages of grief.
Oh, right. I didn't make that connection. Okay.
Yeah. So we're in bargaining. And so this originally aired October 2nd, 2001, written by Marty Noxon and directed by David Grossman. And the synopsis is, Buffy's friends try to cope with Buffy's death and are left to defend Sunnydale without her. Meanwhile, a gang of demons threaten to jeopardize their plan to bring the Slayer back from the dead. To complicate matters, Giles contemplates leaving Sunnydale to come to terms with the loss.
Frickin' Giles.
Bad timing, Watcher. Bad timing. All right, so as usual, we always start out the first episode of the season in a graveyard, except for season 1.
Do we do that?
Yeah, every season but season 1.
No, I don't think I ever realized
the opening scene is in a graveyard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we see Spike chasing a vampire through the graveyard. And then we also see that Giles and Tara is with him, and they're having a hard time. Yeah, help.
They can't keep up.
They're trying to help. Really, he's like, you're just holding me back. Let me go. And then we see that Willow is on top of one of the mausoleums doing her mind talk.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying directing, telling them where the vampires are and kind of moving them around like chess pieces. And yeah, she's talking to them. And then we also see that the Buffy bot is also in the fray and is fighting with them. And then Xander and Anya kind of arrive on the scene. And again, we understand that Willow is now doing this mind talk thing. And Xander is creeped out by it. And then they kind of all come. This vampire is a big dude. He's this big guy, and he kind of gets Giles with like a axe or something under his throat, and he's like got him up against the wall, and he's telling Spike like, Spike, help me.
Yeah, come help me.
And Spike can't get him off of him because he's huge. And but Spike does save him because he
walks away first.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything. He just walks away, and Giles is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What are you doing? And he's like, I did help you. And then we see like that he actually, because he couldn't like physically get the vampire off Giles, he like lights the vampire's clothes on fire with his lighter. And then he just goes up in
and then he turns into
dust.
Yeah, he gets dusted.
He gets dusted. And I love this line. I've always said it. Like when Giles is kind of annoyed, like, you could have told me like what you were doing. I thought you were like gonna let me die. And he's like, oh, Strong Watcher, like, did your life flash before your eyes? Cup of tea, almost got shagged, cup of tea.
That was a line.
I love that.
I did make note of that line.
And Spike's hair is like, nice and tousled.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, but I love that line. So then they go over to help Anya and Xander, and Buffy's also there, and she stakes one of the vampires.
And she does a good job.
She does a good job, and she has Buffy always has her little puns and everything after she stakes a vampire. So Buffy Bot says, that'll put marzipan in your pie plate. Bingo.
What does that even mean?
It's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just nonsense. And they're like, all just like staring, like, what was that?
And this is when I realized it was Buffy Bot.
Okay, yeah. Then there is like I guess there could be a flashback. It could have been anything, right?
I don't know. I thought
first time watchers
came back.
Okay, yeah. We missed that important part over the summer, guys.
I thought they were gonna like do a flashback after. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. No, Buffy is very much dead.
Apparently.
Yeah, so Willow's talking about how, like, she was trying to put some new, like, quips into Buffy Bot, and it came out with, like, word salad, and she's like, I'll fix it. She's like, I got her head back on, didn't I? Because her glory knocked her head off.
Yeah.
Buffy Bot, poor Buffy Bot. She's been through it. And they're just, like, stressing the importance that the world and the underworld cannot know that Buffy is dead. Because that leaves the world
to chaos.
The world and Sunnydale like very like sheltered, like unprotected is what I meant to say. Yeah. Because we don't like, if spoiler for Angel, I think by this point, Faith has turned herself in and is in prison.
Oh, Faith! I forgot about her. Okay.
Yeah. So she is actually the Slayer. She's the active Slayer. And that's why
no new Slayer is being
born.
Slayer
is being,
okay.
There's no new Slayer. Spoiler alert, there's no new Slayer. Spoiler alert for something that doesn't happen, I guess. So there is like no active Slayer. There is no, technically Faith is the active Slayer, but there's no like working Slayer in the world right now. Buffy is dead, and the active Slayer is in prison because she's turned herself in for like all this bad stuff she's done. Because she's reformed, and she's in prison. And that happened on Angel. So they're just stressing that they can't let on that Buffy is dead. And so they have to like keep up everything, keep up the ruse. And they're kind of talking about how they have to make her as Buffy-like as possible. And saying that, Xander says if he wanted her to be exactly like Buffy, and Spike's like, she'll never be exactly. They're like, we know. And they're saying, that we can't really replace the real Buffy. And she's gone. And Mikhail says that like she got the Buffy Bot off of her knock jokes. And she's like, oh, who's there? And then they have this whole conversation, and at the end, the Buffy Bot says, yeah, if we want her to be exactly, she'll never be exactly. I know the only really real Buffy is really Buffy, and she's gone. Who? That's what she says. Who? And then we go to the credits. We come back at Buffy's, and it's obvious that Willow and Tara are living there now with Dawn. They've moved in.
Taking care of her.
They moved in. Cool. It's obviously something. I put down first day of school. It's not the first day of school technically, but it's a big day. We know it's like a big day, right? So there's Willow's nervous. Tara's gonna make them a breakfast, to like set them off on the right like foot for the day. And then they all go downstairs and
Buffy Bot's making sandwiches.
and
So many
sandwiches and
sandwiches.
sandwiches and sandwiches. Yes, she's like a prepper. She's like a doomsday prepper with all these sandwiches. So Xander comes over. He brings like a soldering iron for Willow to, do something on Buffy Bot. And the phone rings. Buffy Bot goes over there to answer it. They stop her because Dawn says, "Oh, it might be my dad." He said he would call today. So Hank has gotten in contact with them at some point. But he doesn't want their dad to like sniff something out, that something's not right with Buffy.
Yeah.
Right. And they explain to her it's because you can't answer it because if, her dad thinks something is wrong, he could take Dawn away. And Dawn wants to stay there with them. So this ruse is like up with, her dad as well.
Yeah.
But on the phone though, it is Anya saying she got the thing.
Yeah.
Very ominous. The thing for tonight. And when she asks, they said, "Oh, just a Scooby meeting. Spike's going to be here with you, and we're going to have a Scooby meeting." And then they say that, Buffy Bot's got her, like, most dangerous challenge today. Like, it's something she's never faced before. And then bell rings, and it's Parent-Teacher Day. So she's putting Dawn to Parent-Teacher Day. So we're in, like, one of the classrooms, and the teacher's talking to the parents and everything, and Dawn's there, too, about what the students are learning and all this stuff. And Buffy Bot keeps like raising her hand and talking to the teacher. She's like, "School is where you learn." And the teacher's like, "Yes, that's right. School's about learning. It's not just like about social activities and all this stuff."
Oh my God, yeah.
And then she's like talking. She's like, "I helped make lunch today."
Yeah, and then someone was like, "Yeah, I had to brown bag my kids' lunch too because the school cafeteria sucks now."
Yeah. And then
they're paying for.
And then all this debate starts breaking out, and Buffy Bot's
I know
she's just so proud of herself, like
yep.
she's teacher's pet. So, and through this, we see Dawn kind of being like, okay, okay, like it went okay. So at the magic box, Giles is asking Anya about some like past
report.
Yeah,
register,
like
the January register report.
Yes. Something needs to be looked at again. And Anya kind of gets frustrated with him. It's like, are you ever going to leave? You said that you were like going to leave. So we find out that, Giles was talking to them about going back to England.
Does she want him to leave?
Yeah, she does because she wants to be in charge of the store.
Yeah, she sucks.
Because right now she's only like a
assistant
shop person. Yeah, she's like retail person.
She's
but
just butthurt.
She'll have a lot more power and control when Giles isn't there.
Wow.
So he's saying, I'm going to leave at some point, but I'm not giving you the store. Like, I'm going to be a silent partner. But he's starting to go through things. She's like, "You're taking this statue." I can't remember what it was called. Taking this statue. And he's like, "It's not part of inventory. It's my personal collection." And they start fighting over it.
Yes. Oh
and he starts hitting her with the papers in his hand. It is so funny. It is so funny.
Ridiculous.
And then, it's so ridiculous that Xander comes over and says, "When I'm basking in immaturity, be scared." Okay, guys? And Xander kind of says to Anya, you should be nice to him because he's going to leave you the store.
Yeah, like you should be chill.
And he's like, "I'm not leaving it to anyone. I'm not dead. I'm just going to England. I'm going to be a partner." So Anya's like, "Okay, I'm going to be nice because you could just not give me any power at all when you leave." So Xander and Anya talk about how Anya wants to tell people now that they're engaged.
Oh yeah, she feels like life shouldn't stop just because Buffy's gone.
Yeah, and it's been some time. It's been the summer. The summer it's been months. And she thinks she says that, like, in her defense, you just say, like, happy news in bad times is a good thing. Yeah. Like, why shouldn't we? And he really wants to wait, especially with, like, wait until tonight. Like, we got to kind of figure out what's going on. Like, everything's still up in the air so much. So, and she's like, like what she says, "Fine. Just remember that the getting married thing was your idea. I didn't ask to be all crazy." This episode has so many good lines. So many good lines. Okay. So at Buffy, Spike is watching Dawn with the tousled hair.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice his hair.
Beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful. so they're sitting, obviously they had watched a movie and like they had pizza and stuff. And he talks about how he asked how like the school thing went, and she said it was really good. Like the teachers loved Buffy Bot, and he's like, yeah, that's because she's predictable, and teachers like that. Um, and he says that's how school is, putting out mindless automatons, and he's like, but you should go because Buffy would want you to. And he kind of like they both get sad because he's brought up Buffy. They both kind of like, and she's like, yep, okay, I'll go to school. And so he says, oh, do you want to play a card game like Rummy or something? And she's kind of like, you know what, you don't have to like babysit me. Like you can just leave. They said they're gonna be home like fairly early. You can just go. It's fine. And he's like, no, like, no, I'm not leaving you by yourself. And she just keeps trying to tell him, and he like slams the cards down on the table, and he says, no, I'm not leaving you to get hurt again. Like not again.
Oof.
So there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of guilt here.
That was quite the scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of guilt, and so she just like lets it go then.
Yep.
And you can tell like he has like so much guilt on his face that he let her get her hurt the first time, and then because of that, because of him in his mind, Buffy died.
Which is not the case because it was gonna happen anyway.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's not his fault though.
It's not his fault, no. But he said if he would have protected Dawn from Doc, Buffy wouldn't have had to jump.
Yes, I guess that's fair. But
it's not his fault, but it just like that was like the chain of events. But he does feel a lot of guilt about it. So in an alley, a woman is like getting chased by a vampire, and she gets attacked. And this, do you notice the T-shirt on this vampire?
No,
his Hanson shirt on.
Really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he's got a Hanson shirt on. And Buffy Bot comes up and is like, hey, like, you can't, like, stop doing that or whatever. And they fight, and he manages to
break a bottle.
Yeah, cut her, like, across the brow with a bottle. And, of course, she's, like all this, like, little electricity is popping out and everything. You can, like, see under the skin. And that woman runs, and she just like kind of starts short circuiting and like running into like these barrels.
She's just like running into the same thing over and over.
Yeah, she like keeps trying to go forward, not around. And she's like, "Vampires beware!" Like just running into the thing, which is what she said. Also, she said that line in Intervention as well. And he like so he sees that she's a robot, and he's like, "Whoa!" And then he like runs off.
Yeah.
So the secret is out in the underworld, which they did not want. So we go to Xander's, and the thing that Anya got off of, got for them is the Urn of Osiris.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I used the Magic Box supplier. And they're like, oh my God, you went through the Magic Box for this? Like, what if Giles finds out? She's like, it's okay, I ended up getting off eBay. And then Tara says, you found the last Urn of Osiris on eBay? And she's like, yeah.
It's so random.
Yeah, so she's like, okay, we pretty much have everything.
And Mercury's in retrograde.
And Willow says, okay, yeah, tomorrow night, we're going to do this. And they're like, okay. They haven't really come out and said anything yet. Like, what? Everything's kind of vague. And Xander's like, whoa. Like, Xander's actually, like, being cautious for once.
He's nervous, yeah.
He's nervous about this. He's like, this feels wrong. This is, like, raising the dead. So they actually say it, that they're going to raise the dead.
Has anybody read Pet Sematary?
I mean, the same thing like with Joyce and everything.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a little conversation about it because they had all agreed. And he's like, well, now that we're not just talking, like it's happening, like I'm having reservations about it. And Willow's like, no one's changing their mind. We are doing this. And like when Xander's like, who made you the boss of us?
She's like, you did.
And everyone's like, Anya and Tara are like, you did. We voted, and you said, okay, I vote for Willow. She'll be the boss of us. You made her a plaque that said the boss of us with glitter on it. He's like, valid points. Aw.
Also, they had a unanimous vote.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It was unanimous, and she's the boss of us. She made her a little plaque. So, okay, where we go. She says, Willow says nobody can know, not Giles, not Spike. So now we know, we already implied that Giles didn't know, but now we know that Spike doesn't know either. So
it's just the three of them.
They're not or the
Or
four
four
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they've left Giles and Spike out of the equation, and Dawn.
Yeah.
They say Dawn too. Dawn does not know.
Right.
And they kind of say that this isn't like when when Dawn tried to bring Joyce back, because Buffy was killed by mystical energy.
Yeah, she wasn't like she didn't
It
die
wasn't
of
a natural
or what?
death.
She didn't die of natural causes.
She didn't die of natural death.
Because Xander's all like zombies, and Willow's like, no,
Yeah, so it's not a zombie
absolutely
thing.
not.
Yeah. And Willow says because of how Buffy died, we don't know what happened to her, like her soul, her essence. Because remember, she brings up like she could be in a hell dimension, like Angel was.
Yeah.
At the end of between season 2 and beginning of 3, and I'm not gonna leave her there because she chose to save us. She's like, we have to get her out if that's where she's at, And Xander, when she says that, Xander's like, okay, and he gets on board. So later at Buffy's, Willow comes back to find Spike and the Buffy bot there, and the Buffy bot is like running into things, and he's like trying to like stop her. Dawn's upstairs asleep, and so we find out that when the Buffy bot is hurt, the
Homing
like
device?
her like whatever her like
GPS makes her go to Willow.
Thank you. When she's hurt, she goes to Willow.
Okay, so she's like one of those Roombas. Willow's the docking station.
Yeah, exactly. She wishes Spike was still her docking station, but yeah. So Spike's like, oh, she wanted to go out and look for you again, but I thought she's hurt, so she shouldn't. And she's like, yeah, good idea. So she sits Buffy bot down, and she's all like messed up, and so Spike brings like the toolkit and everything, and Willow starts working on her. And Buffy bot says to Spike, like, I'm sorry I questioned you. I admire your something, like intelligence as much as your washboard abs. So there's like some more and stuff in there. And Spike's face, like, hates it. And he's like, I thought I told you to have her, make her stop doing that. Like, get all that, like, sex bot stuff out of there. Because he feels really bad now about it. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I got it all out. But obviously, like, she's a complex machine. And, like, there was stuff there. He's okay, well, now... do it now.
Maybe you shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Of course, he shouldn't have. He is a remorseful Spike in this point of his life. He is feeling bad about a lot of things, and so he's shaken a bit by this because he doesn't like it, and so he just walks out the door.
Yeah, he leaves.
He leaves. And then Buffy bot says, I don't think he likes me anymore. Like, he doesn't look at me. Even when he's talking to me, he won't look at me. Like, basically, he won't look at me in the eye. And Willow tries to be like, it's not you. He's just grumpy. Like, it's okay. But Buffy has noticed that, like, picked up that he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to look at her or anything. It's too painful. So yeah, there's a lot of like interesting stuff with the Buffy bot with other people, like Spike later with Dawn, where there's a lot of emotions around the Buffy bot because it looks so much like Buffy.
Yeah. Which is fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that night, we see that Dawn gets up, can't sleep, gets up, goes into Buffy's room where the Buffy bot is being charged, and just like lays down with her.
She curls into bed with her.
Yeah, like cuddles with Buffy bot. And that's so sad.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Because she misses Buffy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
So at the Magic Box, Giles is training with Buffy bot in the training room just after she's had her like injury. He's testing her, and he's trying to make her seem like more natural and human.
She tells her to breathe, and she's just like,
she just breathes out in one continuous breath, and he's like, it's a life force, like chi. And she's like, I don't require oxygen to breathe. He's like, yes, I do know that, but we're just trying to make you seem more human.
Also, her punching is not very human.
Yeah, she's kind of like, he's like, best I can do. Anya comes back there just to like be annoying.
No, she's still
butthurt, and she says, you're teaching her like she's a human, like she's not a descendant. This is a great line too. She's not a descendant of like a line of mystical warriors. She's a descendant of a toaster oven. I loved that line. It was great. I even put like Anya, descendant of a toaster oven. And he's like, yeah, maybe I am. And then she like walks out, and she's like, oh, you're still here, and she like leaves. And he says, oh, maybe I am trying to like teach you like a human. And then the Buffy bot says, every Slayer needs her watcher, and like that really like hits Giles.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I don't know. Maybe she'd be better off without me. She would have been better off without me because I just did what I did my job. I got her killed. Like
Yeah.
that's how every
She died in the line of duty.
yeah, I got her killed in the line of duty, like every good watcher does. And she's like, I don't think that's true. Like you were very important to her and all of this. And he's like, well, I did. Yeah. Then he says like, I did my job. I got her killed in the line of duty. And then she's like, well, why are you still here then?
Oh my
And he's
God.
like, good question.
Yeah, that's harsh. Yeah.
Good question. So at a demon bar, not Willie's, somewhere else's, the Hanson vamp, what I'm calling him, is bragging to this demon about how I was in Sunnydale, I took on the Slayer, and then all of a sudden she was like, I heard her, and like she's like a machine or something, and this demon's like, oh, you got to tell somebody else this, like you're lying or whatever. He brings him over to the leader of this like demon gang,
Motorcycle
yeah,
gang.
motorcycle gang,
Demon motorcycle.
and tells him what happened, that they basically have a decoy or something. So Sunnydale's basically unprotected. And this vampire, I keep saying vampire gang, this demon biker gang's like, ooh, really? Like, nice. Like, we're gonna head to Sunnydale and like wreak some havoc. But they kill him first. They like snap his head
Harsh.
off
Yeah, damn.
and kill him. So they're heading to Sunnydale.
Sunnydale is unprotected.
Yeah.
I don't like this next scene.
Okay. Oh, I know. This is actually part of this was like in certain versions of this episode, this part was like cut.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Interesting. Huh.
So there's like a grassy area by like a river.
Field? Looks like a field.
Yeah, like there is water somewhere near. Willow's doing a ritual and she like calls for like a blessed one, like to be a sacrifice, and a little doe,
A baby deer.
a baby deer,
baby fucking
just
deer
kind of
walks
comes
up.
over to her, and then she literally kills it with a knife
Of course she
and
does.
kills it, which
That's the
is
sacrifice.
yeah,
Evil.
and kills the doe like for
And she
its
says
blood.
this death equals life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We didn't
Not a
like
fan.
that. No. So at the magic box, Willow comes in and let's see, everyone's there, but like the people that don't know about it. Everyone that knows about it is there. And she said that she got the last ingredient, and what was it? It like translated
Black
to
market stuff?
yeah, wine of the mother.
Hmm.
Is what it
Baby deer blood.
baby deer blood. Yes.
Oh.
And they're all kind of, she's like, oh, why are you guys all here? I thought we were meeting later. And they're all like, yeah, we're just like, nervous. So we're going to stick together, you know, be with each other because we're really nervous about tonight. And Willow is as calm as a cucumber about this entire thing, which is not unlike Willow. So she is very
She's confident.
determined and confident that it's just going to work. Everyone else is like, not. They're very worried about it.
They're pooping bricks.
They are pooping bricks, yes. And you know they're trying to distract themselves and everything. And
Well, and then it's also though, like Willow was kind of nervous to talk about it, and they're like, "Oh, don't worry, Giles not here."
yeah, Giles
And
isn't
then
here.
and then they're like, "Oh, why is Giles not here?" And then they find a note from Giles.
Yeah, Anya finds a note from Giles that's saying basically that I've left. I'm leaving. I'm going to England. I didn't want there to be like an awkward goodbye, so
Such an Irish goodbye for an Englishman.
see ya. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they go to the airport and they rush in there and they
just make it.
They just make it. He's waiting for his plane to board. Well, when this was
Drinking his cup of tea.
filmed, not after it aired, but after it was filmed pre 9/11 and then aired post 9/11.
Oh,
so
really?
pre 9/11, you could go to the gate.
Oh, interesting.
You had to go through security still, but you could go without a ticket.
Oh, okay.
So
I even forget that we used to be able to do that, to be honest.
yeah, I remember like doing it when I was young.
I mean,
And,
I
like,
just
going to
didn't
the
really
gate.
fly before then, so
Yeah.
My
My
parents didn't
uncle,
take
there's like
places.
home videos of me like because we'd all like go see my uncle off when he'd go on tour or whatever,
Okay.
and like me like as like a 2-year-old, I was like the only kid in the family as a 2-year-old, and we're like by the gate looking at the plane and stuff, and I wasn't
that's
going
cool.
anywhere. Like yeah, it's weird to think that was a thing. So they were able to do that. And yeah, they all meet him at the airport. It's sweet. They make a sign, says Bon Voyage
cute,
Giles
yeah.
with balloons and stuff. And he's like, oh, I didn't want there to be a scene. And she's like, why would we make a scene? And she holds up that big balloons and everything. He's like, oh, I meant me, which was sweet.
Yeah.
So they all give him some gifts that they had to get at the
Because they didn't
gas
have
station.
time.
Yeah,
Gas
they just have it at a
station,
gas
yes.
station. So like they give him chocolate. Now here's a good Easter egg. Tara gets him a little like those little like
The
finger
little
puppets.
monster thing?
It's a monster, and she goes grr arg. So I don't think you probably don't see it when you're watching it on Hulu if you don't watch it all the way through. But that's like it's Mutant Enemy was the production company, like Joss Whedon's production company, and he had a little monster that went across the screen, and it was like grr arg, and so that's
Okay.
a
That's the
little
thing.
thing for that.
Okay.
That's an ode to Mutant Enemy. People have that little dude tattooed on them, and they have grr arg
Really?
tattooed on them. Yeah, it's like a big
Oh,
Buffy thing.
okay.
Not because of this little scene, but because of like the company. All right, and then yeah, sad goodbyes all around. I said,
Hugs with stiff upper lippies.
yeah, like when he like goes to like he tells Dawn like if you ever need anything, like I'm only a phone call away. Like promise me you will call me if you need anything. And then him and Willow's like,
Yeah, that
oh,
was
this is so sad. And they're like, maybe
man.
we should just go. Like, ooh, we're sad. And so he gets on the plane.
Yeah.
And as they're leaving, so this is the Long Beach airport. That's what airport was used for this.
Okay.
And so they're leaving. Tara and Dawn are kind of like walking ahead. So the other three are behind, and they're saying, wow, this is bad timing. Because like what we're gonna plan to do tonight, and he's leaving. And they're like, Anya's like, maybe we should have told him. He's like, no, if everything goes the way it will go, it will go by pure force of will. He'll come back.
Yeah.
So that's where they're leaving it. They just let him go. And then we see like a highway and this huge motorcycle demon gang is riding in.
Motorcycle enclave is coming in.
Yeah, coming in. They're coming in.
Okay,
So we're at the graveyard.
we're
It
at
is
Buffy's,
night.
Buffy's headstone.
Buffy's grave. I'm like, where is her grave? Because like if they don't want people to know about it, where is her grave? It's not like in a normal there's no other graves around that I could see, right?
Oh, I was like, isn't it just like the cemetery? It's just in the cemetery,
But
right?
then but they're trying to hide that she died. So why put her name on a gravestone?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they just put like, and also I feel like I don't know if Buffy would want to be laid to rest in a graveyard. You know what I
Well,
mean?
if she wasn't, then they wouldn't be able to bring her back, Ashley.
No, buried, but not in a graveyard.
Well, where would she be?
I don't know. I'm
I
just
feel like
saying.
Buffy would probably want to be cremated in her ashes.
I know. I don't think she'd want to be buried at all, honestly. But that would make it harder to bring her back, obviously. But I don't. Anyway, I'm sure people have been asking this question for a while. I don't know if there's been a answer to it. Let us know if you have an answer or a good theory on why they put Buffy's name on the headstone. If they want it to be a secret, maybe they just buried her somewhere else. I was like, maybe they buried her out of Sunnydale, but they didn't because
No. I mean, like later in this episode, the motorcycle gang comes through, so I feel like it's just a normal cemetery.
Yeah. Yeah, weird. Questions. All right. So they're all gathered around Buffy's grave, and there is palpable tension because they have to get, like, everything has to start at midnight. And
oh yeah, Anya's just trying to light her candle.
Anya is like getting nervous and like can't light the candle, and they're like, "Come on, do you have it? Do you have it?" She's like, "Yeah. Okay, minute to midnight. They got it going." So Willow starts the ritual. She starts putting like blood on her face. She calls Osiris.
Yeah, whose blood is that?
Yeah, Bambi's.
Jesus.
She calls on Osiris, and then it like starts to happen, and her arm, she puts her arms out, and there's like slits down her arm. Yes, slashes down her arm.
So Xander wants to stop her or stop it, and Tara's like, nope. She said she's going to be tested and not to stop her no matter what.
Yeah. So Willow knew it would be intense and just let Tara know, like, don't let them stop it. Because I think if she had been upfront about what is going to happen, because even Tara gets shocked by what happens.
She does. She gets upset.
They wouldn't, maybe not.
Well, I feel maybe Willow didn't know everything, or does she? Like, I'm wondering if she knew she was going to be tested, but she didn't know what exactly.
No, I don't think specifically. She probably doesn't know specifically what, but I think she knew it would be bad.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why she didn't tell everyone. She only told Tara to like, so she can keep everybody calm and like, don't stop, is my opinion. So yeah, she gets these like cuts on her arms, and yeah, the conversation has about her being tested. And then they start hearing this like noise, which is the motorcycles coming into town.
Yep.
And we get to a quick little shot to Maple Court, where the gang is just
creating chaos.
Yeah, they're
throwing fire bottles in store windows, and
they're just wrecking. They're just tearing the place apart for no reason. Everyone's like, ah, running around. So at the grave, they are still going, and then we see this thing like crawl up, like under Willow's skin, up her arm and everything, and like up her throat, and everyone's like starting to like freak out now.
Yeah, she has to she comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, it's a snake. She like a snake comes out
like
through her
vomiting
mouth.
A snake.
Yeah, she's like vomiting a snake, a live snake. And like she's still being tested. But Tara is like, oh my god, yeah. Like she's freaking out too. At Maple Court, Buffy goes up and tries to stop the gang. She's like, you need to get on your loud bicycles or loud motorcycles and get out of here. Go back wherever you came from.
I think she does say bicycles.
Does she? I was like, that doesn't make sense, but yeah, I think she does say that. And she's like, this is her. So she's like, they surround her and they're like, oh yeah, like they know that she's not real. And so they like kind of hold her, and he cuts her like on her, like, what's the front of the shoulder blade? What's that area called? Like if you went through the back, it'd be your shoulder blade, but the front.
Yeah. Your scapula?
Maybe. The opposite of your shoulder blade. And obviously, no surprise, there's like wires and everything, and he's like, oh, okay, like, it's true. She's true. There's no Slayer here. And then she's like, oh, well, I have to go now because I have to go to Willow. So she like fights her way out of there and runs. So at the grave, Willow is basically like, I don't even know how to describe it, like covered in magic. There's like red, like,
she looks
magic weird, going all over her, and she is just like, I don't even know how to describe what that looks like. So it's like red, like wind around her, and like it's crazy. And then of course the Buffy bot unintentionally leads the biker gang right to them.
Because Willow's her homing person.
Yeah, she's her homing. Willow, I'm injured. And then, of course, they come in with their bikes through, and everybody's screaming. And then the Urn of Osiris gets smashed in all the chaos. And this immediately ends this ritual. Everything stops. Willow like collapses. And this chaos breaks loose. Yeah. So Xander grabs Willow and tells Tara and Anya to run a different way, and he picks up Willow and runs a different way. So Anya and Tara are running, and then one of them picks up Anya on her bike, and Tara uses a spell, like a little boop, to like knock her off the bike so the demon doesn't get her.
Yeah.
So, but they're separate. So then Xander kind of finds a place to hide with Willow, and Willow comes too, and she's like, did it work? And he's like, no, like, I'm sorry, it didn't work. And she passes out.
Yeah.
So they're kind of hiding out. We hear like the chaos going around, and then we like the camera pans down into the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into Buffy's coffin, and we see her.
She's decomposed quite a bit already. So it has to have been months.
Yeah, it's been months.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not looking good.
No.
She's not looking pretty gnarly. But then there's like this magic swirls up, and then her body starts to like recompose. Like her lips come back, like her eyeballs come back, like, and she just whoop, it's like decomposing in reverse. Yeah. And she wakes up, she's like breathing and like looking around in her coffin.
Is she breathing though? She looked like, so to me, when she wakes up and looks around, she looks panicked. And my initial thought is, oh my God, she's suffocating 6 feet under. Because there's no air down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looked freaked out to me.
She definitely is freaked out. And I think she's confused.
I thought she was freaked. I mean, obviously, because she came back to life, but also just because she can't breathe. And she's like, holy shit, I got to get out of here. How am I going to get out of here?
Yeah.
That's what I thought anyway.
Yeah. Well, we can agree that she is panicked and confused.
Yes. Okay.
Like, what the hell is going on?
Part 2.
And then, of course, that's the end.
That's the end.
That's the end of the episode.
And I was like, damn it, I want to see what happens next. But I
Hercules,
was a good
Hercules.
girl and I didn't watch the next episode.
Yay.
Yeah, I've been binge watching all sorts of other shows to not watch this show.
To
So,
get a
yeah.
little fix. So we're back now, though. So, all right. So my favorite line was Buffy's knock knock. Buffy Bots knock knock joke. And she says, "Want her to be exactly, she'll never be exactly. I know the only really real Buffy is really Buffy, and she's gone who." That's my favorite
That was a good
line.
line. Yeah.
And then my favorite scene was, I think, the opening patrol. It was hard. There was a lot of good stuff in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the opening patrol, like, kind of shows how, like, they've tried to go on. And they've come up with this whole system. And they're, like, Spike's still in there with them. Like
They're
part of
still
it.
Scoobies.
It's a new Scooby gang, basically.
Yep.
And how they're just still trying to, like, keep up her mantle. And they've tried, like, new things have come in, like Willow, like, using her mind speak and everything. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a good first opening scene. Probably like my favorite opening scene, I would say, for a season.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite line was cup of tea, almost got shagged, cup of tea.
Love it.
But also I really like I didn't write it down, but like that'll put marzipan in your
Pie plate bingo.
bingo. Okay, that was a really cute line too. Even though it was super random.
And she's so proud of herself. She's like,
yes. Yeah. Buffy's really cute, I'll say. Like
she is cute.
She's adorable. She's very eager. She's very like wants to help and like.
Yeah, I know. She's like an equivalent of like a golden retriever.
She's
a robot
retriever.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. Yeah. She's super cute. My favorite scene was actually after the opening scene when they're at Buffy's and we can see that Tara and Willow have been living there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, and I see like Tara and Willow are trying to like, they're taking care of Dawn. Dawn is trying to get back to a sense of normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
And even like Xander comes over to try and help them with something. So it's just like the continuation after. And it's the same as yours. Like they're finding their new sense of normal. They're trying to get back to their lives. They're still trying to help each other out and still trying to do things. And I liked seeing that. I thought that was good. And Buffy Butts making sandwiches. It's good for her.
And yeah, Alexander's just like, yeah, sandwiches. He's all about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, same reason. Like just like their new routines and like how they're trying to go on.
They're trying.
Yeah, I think okay. Obviously, everyone is grieving.
Yeah.
I'm not debating that. But honestly, I think the two people that are going through it the worst that we could see, in my personal opinion, was Spike and Giles.
I agree with that, actually.
Because I also think that they feel like they have the most guilt. They feel like a level of responsibility, whether it's warranted or not.
I feel like they've lost the most in their minds, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spike feels like he's lost love.
Yeah.
Even though they weren't together.
Yeah.
And Giles feels like he lost a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are both. Everyone else has been able to seem to like pick themselves up to a degree.
Yeah.
But like Spike and Giles don't seem like they have been able to.
The other people that have been able to pick themselves up, though, so like Tara and Willow, for instance, they still have each other.
Yeah.
And they can try and take care of Dawn. That gives them a sense of purpose and meaning.
And Dawn has them.
Yeah, Dawn has them. Xander and Anya have each other. And then like the five of them have each other. And I know that Giles and Spike have them too, but it's different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's a really good point. They like it's almost it's like Dawn, Tara, Willow, Xander, and Anya are a unit.
They're like a family.
Yeah. And Spike and Giles are a little bit of outliers of that unit.
They're like the uncles that you see, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Okay, so my stick rating, I gave it 5 out of 5. I'm going to put a play.
Okay.
Just so happy that it's back.
Okay.
I think the plan to bring her back was crazy. I love how Willow is just like the boss of us. Willow's the boss of us, and she is like that Willow that was always so unsure of herself. Even in season 5 was like, I am not secure and like confident in what I can do. Like even with Glory, like that Willow is gone.
Yeah.
In this episode.
It's true.
Like she is like we're doing this. I'm taking
Badass.
control. I can do this. It's going to be fine. Blah, 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 blah. And then she comes up with the whole plan. She's doing all the research and everything. We kind of talked about this already, but like the Spike and Giles guilt.
Yeah.
And we just talked about it. How like, I feel like they are faring the worst out of the group.
Yeah.
Buffy Bot, again, always so fun. Love Buffy Bot.
She's cute.
Yeah, she's so cute. And then Giles leaving is a big deal because Anthony Stewart Head is no longer a season regular.
Yeah, I got that one wrong because I would have never thought that they would do that to us.
Yeah.
I had to Google it. Apparently he wanted to spend more time with his family in England in real life. Because I was like, oh, are they? At first I read that as Giles wanted to spend more time with his family, and then like, oh no, they're saying the real person wanted.
Yeah. Anthony Stewart Head wanted to like, because he was away from his family for like 5 years. So
fine,
yes.
Couldn't have waited 2 more years, but whatever.
How dare you?
I mean, kind of.
So yeah, he is no longer. So he's left. And I put ending exclamation point. That like effect is still the effect of Buffy like coming back to life is still like great. That was 2001. And it still like stands up, I think.
Yeah.
Like I think it still looks great. Because that could have looked really bad. Like in hindsight. You know what I mean?
It was good, yeah.
I think it's great. So had it all.
Okay. I gave it a 4.5.
That's good.
Okay. I mean, I thought it was a solid episode.
Yeah.
A lot of what you said, like I said, I really liked seeing them all come together and still trying to like figure out their new life post Buffy. Dawn seems to be doing pretty well, which was good. I was hoping she wouldn't like fall apart and like turn into a brat again. Anya kind of got on my nerves a bit because she wants a store. She wants Giles to leave. That was annoying. I didn't like Giles leaving. I didn't like that. That took points off for me, to be honest. I was like, what are you doing? I'm not done with his character. So that was, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
And then, but other than that, like, I thought it was pretty solid. Interesting having all the demons come into Sunnydale. So I guess we'll see. And then, Buffy waking up. What's going to happen next?
I don't know. She's stuck in that coffin, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And they don't think anything happened. They're just going to be like, well, we'll leave her down there. Okay. So your question for that next episode is bargaining part 2.
Okay.
How many days has Buffy been dead?
What? Okay, let's think about this.
Trying to do some math.
Well, the thing is, like, I can't go off of her decomposition because I don't think that was accurate. That would have been like several months, I would think. But like at one point, Giles says, "I want to look at the January register," which I thought was weird because I don't think it's February or March or whatever. I think it's like they had parent-teacher day, so I'm guessing that's like fall, right? August, September, I guess. I guess in America, you guys go back to school in August, right?
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last episode or the last show, was that during the summer? Did her headstone just had years on it? It didn't have dates. Yeah, okay.
It was a fall is when the...
And you're asking how many days. You didn't say weeks or months. You said days.
Yeah.
$60.
Okay. The confidence is radiating from your face.
Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You going for 60?
60 to 90.
60 to 90. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. All right.
2 or 3 months.
So that wraps up season 6, episode 1, Bargaining Part 1. Again, you can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube and Instagram with One Girl in All the World Pod. You can also email us at onegirlpod@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next week with season 6, episode 2, Bargaining Part 2. Slay your real soon.
Bye.